Okay, hello guys. Let's start with our presentation now. So I cannot show you for. So our topic for today is all about the eight primitive data types. So this is part of the introductory Java programming tutorial series for beginners. Okay, so there are eight primitive data types in Java. So these are the followings. But the data types are divided into two groups. But we are focusing now on discussing about the eight primitive data types. Because this is a data type that is embedded already in the Java. Okay? So these are byte, short, int, float, double, boolean, and char or car. So the other group is non-primitive data types. If not included in these eight primitive data types, and therefore we can consider that one as non-primitive data types. Sometimes they call it a reference type because you instantiate, you did not declare. So if you declare a variable, it means the data type. But there are uh, exception for this referencing, like the string. You will not instantiate string because it's really uh, widely used in creating a program. So you can only declare string. You can declare and you can instantiate a string. But we will not tackle this part. We will be focusing on these eight primitive data types. No? These are the numbers. This one are considered numbers. Bytes, short, int, long, float, double. So this will accept integer and floating values. Boolean will accept true or false, and char will accept a will accept character. Okay. Am I audible? Okay, okay, okay. I think so. I think so. Okay, the next. So these are the eight primitive data types with the size and the description. So the first one is byte, which means, so in information technology, the unit of data is considered as bit. Okay, so, so 1 bit or 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. So byte is an 8-bit data type that will store numbers from negative 128 to 120 positive 127. Okay, followed by, so this is this is a category of data types in integer format, like small, big, bigger, like that. Or like in a soft drinks, this is like 8 ounce, 12 ounce, family size, 1 liter, and then 1.5 liter. So this byte data type will only accept an integer with the size of 1 byte, and then short 2 bytes, and this is the description and the range of numbers that can be accepted in this data type. Int, long, and long. Long is 8 bits, 8 bytes. It means 8 times 8 is 64 bits. So this is the longest part of uh, integer data type. Why there's a category of integer data type? So when we declare a variable, we don't want to to y- to create a space in the memory. Like example, I will create a memory space like 1.5 liter, but I only put like 1 ounce of data. So you have a free space that you declared and cannot be used anymore because you already declared it. So we will avoid that by using this hierarchy or category of integer data type. Okay. Float is a 4 bytes, so it means 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 bits of data. This is the fractional numbers, so the floating value. Okay, sufficient for storing 6 to 7 decimal digits. So these are point something something. And then the next one is double. Double is double the capacity of float. So that's why it's 8 bytes, or 8 times 8 is 64. The same size with the long. Okay? So it will accept around 15 decimal digits. Sir, we don't need that this point uh, 15 decimal places, sir. It's in our mathematics, we like round off into 3 or 2 decimal places. Yeah, it's true, but in reality, like example in the bank, every cent is very important to them. That's why we need these data types, because we can accept many as decimal places as we want. Okay, the next one is boolean. This is 1 bit. It will only accept true or false values. In object-oriented programming like Java, this is true or false. But in non-object-oriented programming like C, it is 0 and 1. Like the electricity, 0 and 1, or on and off. Okay, car is at 2 bytes, means 16 bits that will accept single character. Okay, single character like A, B, and so on and so on. But if you combine characters, this will become string, and therefore that is no longer part of the primitive data types. String is a reference type; it's not part in here. Okay, let's proceed. Let's go for uh, just an example before we will go to the real programming. Okay, wait a minute. I did not record it. I should record it. Sorry. Okay, let's go. So we have this sample exercise. So the format of declaring a variable. So I already discussed on how to declare variable in the previous video. So we have these data types. This blank is data types, and then this is the variable names, and then this is the assignment operator, and this is the value. Okay. So what should be the data type of this variable, my number, with having a 9 value? So go back to, okay, go back to this one. So we can use like, most of the time you use integer, no? But we can use byte, short, int, or long. Okay. So in my case, I don't need very long data, so we can use short or byte, or basically integer. This one is float with 2 decimal place. So we can put this one as F, float, here. My letter, this is I already discussed this one in in the previous in the previous video. Okay, for a character, small a or big A is not equal, right? If you declare as character, you should put a like uh 1010. What is 1010? That is Japanese. Oh my god. Single quote. So single quote, and then you put the character. This one is char. Char or car, my letter, and then the value. So if the data type, if the value is true or false, the data type should be Boolean. And this one is not included in the reference in the 8 primitive data types. And this is a series of character. So HELLO space WY, or hello world. So we will use string in this case. Okay? So this is very a basic example of how to declare a variable. Okay, let's proceed now to the real programming. Okay, so I already created a class data type and then the main method. Example, I will declare. Okay, so my name in our example we use my name. Uh, my name is equal to like example 5. So there is an error. The good thing in any data type, no, IDE is that you don't uh you don't need to compile while before determining the error. So the IDE will already recognize if your statement is correct or wrong. Okay, this one it says that cannot find symbol. So location class data type. So you need to declare a data type for this one. So we can use int in this case. Next is like my what was the example? Okay, my float num. Okay, next is my float num is equal to like 5.99. Sir, this should be like float, right? Float. Okay. Wrong spelling wrong. Okay. Sir, can I use space in variable declaration? No. So in declaring a variable, so you only allowed to use character combination of character, number, and special character like underscore and uh, dollar sign. I think so. Okay, but you cannot put numbers in front of the variable. So that's semantic type of or the guide for guidelines of the Java programming. For example, I wish you add two, it will give you an error. So when you declare a variable, it should not start with two. But it will accept like this one. Okay, it's accepted, or if you have a multiple words for a certain variable, you can use underscore to emphasize the words. Okay, like this one. Okay, sometimes you will use, in my case, I will combine strings into one string by making the next string the first letter capital like this one. Okay, the F and the M will become capital. Okay, proceed. Next is char, like example, my letter. Okay, so this is char. Can I use double quote? A. So what's the error? Okay, the assignment operator is wrong. No, no, the value. So if you use char, you should use single quote. Okay. Can I add another value here like AB? It will not accept because the data type is char. It will only accept one uh, letter. Uh, each letter has a corresponding Unicode. Is that or ASCII code? So yeah, in your introduction to information technology, so each letter has a corresponding Unicode. I think so. I think so. Please give a comment if I'm wrong, Unicode or ASCII code. Okay, the next one is, so we will try everything. Next is the Boolean. Boolean. Okay, like Boolean, my Boolean equals example true. So yeah. Next is string. We will write string is not part of the eight primitive data types. I will just show you that when you combine characters, you will use string. Okay. My text was to hello, hello world. Okay, world. Okay, so there's no error in our program. Don't worry, this is only a warning. Variable. So it means that you declare variable, but you did not use the variable. Okay, you just declare that there is a variable. Okay, when you run this code, run. It's running, but there's no output. See, there's no output because we did not display the data. Okay, so what we need to do now is to add the cout just to print everything. Okay, try it like my number. Okay, my number, and then we can add like my num. Okay, next is cout. Next is float num. So the float num is like my float. Okay, my float. So I already discussed to you in my previous video about this how to call the variable. So once you call the variable, the warning will no longer exist because you already used the variable. So that's the power of IDE. Next one is letter. Okay, and then plus my up my letter. So next is bull. Okay, let's ball my ball, my boolean value. Next one is cout text, my up my text. Okay, so this is a very simple example, and try to run the program so it will display everything. So we concatenate the string and the value of the certain variable. So we have this out. So that's it for our tutorial for today. It's very simple. So I don't want to add or add a very complicated example because our topic is just about eight primitive data types. It will be added in the lecture series, so you can check it in the playlist of my YouTube channel. Okay, so our example is just the int, float, char, boolean, but you can try also to add more. Okay, where is it? So you can try also those other data types. So that's all for our tutorial for today, and hopefully you will subscribe and click the notification because almost every day, like every evening or every other evening, I will